Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. We have new images for Jazwares figures. We've got some new super articulated figures like the Scizor figure that is potentially coming out here. This is a leaked photo from very reliable source, Visagam. Shout out to them, always giving out like such crucial information on these upcoming releases. But undoubtedly, this looks like a Scizor. Unfortunately, this is the only photo we have of it, so we don't really see like much. We can just see it's like shoulder joint, elbow, wrist. So like we are getting a little bit of information that looks to be like there's some decent articulation on its arm. So overall, pretty pleased with that, I think. And also pretty pleased because this is one of my favorite Pokemon. So really excited to see that in an upcoming wave of figures. Like, it's gonna be really nice. Then a lot of you have been asking about the Golurk Epic Battle figure that we have seen nothing of. Well, we got something. We got feet pics. So again, this is the only photo we got. Visagam coming through, just a champ in the community. But we got the lower half-ish of Golurk here. It looks like we're gonna have quite a bit of rotation on the like ankles, knees. I'm not exactly sure what to call those, seeing as like, I don't know, he doesn't really have knees, does he? But very promising that since we have a photo, that usually means that it's coming up soon. I wasn't really anticipating this to come out this year, but with this photo, it's given me a little bit of hope that it could be this year, but no official date has really come out, so it's just me speculating and being very optimistic. In the last video, we talked about the Gyarados and Magikarp Evolution Pack. That's up for sale over at Amazon, so if you do want to check that out, this is a 2-pack. It does have the pearlescent paint, so just heads up. In some of the images that we have, it doesn't look like it's that bad. I don't know. It may differ in person. These photos also kind of look a little oversaturated for some reason, but those are up on Amazon if you want to check it out. I'll have links to that and everything else I can down in the description of the video for you. Then for my Funko Pop collectors, we do have some itty bitty pops. This is a newer thing that Funko's doing, but we have a 12-pack of all of the Pokemon figures that have all been released recently, but now you can get them in this 12-pack. This does kind of feel like a Wave 1 product. I think they're maybe seeing how this kind of goes, so if you're interested in it, I'll also have that linked over at Target. Very interested to see if they do more and bring some of the more like crazy Pokemon in there, like a Charizard would probably do really well, obviously. And then we've been talking off and on about the Pokemon and Lego collaboration that's coming up. Actually found this image just over on Discord. This is kind of speculating that March 1st we're going to get some general release, but then February 27th we'll have the Lego Insider releases. So very interesting. This does kind of revolve around Pokemon Day, which would make sense that they do some major announcements on that day. It's the 30th anniversary, expecting some big stuff. So going through this, they're all the 18 plus sets, so they are going to probably be a little bit more like extreme, more or maybe like on the collector side, I guess we'll say. But what's really interesting to me is like the piece count on some of these things. That final one is almost 7,000 pieces and $650 US. That's nuts. What could this be? I know Legos are expensive, like I dabble in some Legos here and there, but 600, like that's a pretty nice car payment right there on a Lego set. So I don't think it's gonna be as big as a car, but I'm interested to see if like, is this like gonna be a whole like map that we're gonna get, like the Kanto region, or are we gonna get like a town or something? This seems a little extreme, but like let me know your speculation down in the comments. Just seems like it's going to be quite the investment and hopefully a really nice display piece. Then coming soon on September 6th, we're going to be getting a Pokemon Concierge collection. This is all merch related to the Pokemon Concierge series that is on Netflix. We've got season 2 coming out real soon. And in the collection, it's all kind of like merch related to the show, like items that are in the show. As you can see in this photo, like they've got like that wooden ferret on there. But diving into it, we do finally have this Psyduck that's posable. We saw this at Pokemon Worlds on display, so this way it does kind of look like it's just the arms, that you can just be like normal Psyduck waddling around, and then Psyduck got a headache, you know, holding his head. Typical poses there. In addition to that, we also have this Celio and Dedenne paperweight, which I don't know, to me that's just a figure. I don't know why they gotta call it a paperweight, but honestly it looks really good. It looks like it kind of has like a flocked texture to it, which is nice. In addition to that, we also have this Quagsire and Slowpoke accessory tray. Maybe you have that for like your desk, your nightstand or something. You can put like jewelry, your watch or something. I don't know. however you want to use it, or I mean, just leave it as a display piece. Then we also have that furret that I mentioned earlier, which is a little trinket from the show, it looks like, which looks really nice. I think that would just be really cool on a bookshelf. You know, it's the subtle items. I like that kind of style. Then normal to a lot of these collections, we do have like blanket, which looks like it's straight from the resort there, as well as these postcards featuring stills from the show. And then we also have these file folders that also just images of the show. In addition to that, we have the stemware that you can use. It's kind of got that like Dragonite silhouette, Wingull, we've got a Gorbis in there, so lots of cool little silhouettes. I like that pattern on there. That'll come up again later. But we also have this like button-up like resort shirt, kind of like vacation looking shirt. We got all this Executor with looking just like palm trees, so kind of got that like Hawaiian tree vibe. And then we have the tote bag as well in the collection, just in case you need to carry stuff around while you're on vacation. So really cool collection. Love the theming and just love like new textures and new Pokemon. Honestly, we don't get a lot of some of these Pokemon featured, so it's really nice to see something different. Then also coming out of Japan, we've got some new Playmo model kits. First up, we're looking at this Flareon, which is honestly looking pretty good. It's a good sized figure as well. It's coming in at 87 millimeters, which if you're like me, I don't know what that means, but it's like 3.5 inches. But the really cool thing coming out from these model kits is that they are actually coming out with fossil model kits. So of Aerodactyl and Tyrantrum, this is probably going to be more available than the Jazwares Tyrantrum, which is also really nice. But so far we just have the image of the Aerodactyl fossil kit. That thing is super cool. I'm really looking forward to the Tyrantrum, and I really hope they do more like this because it's just so cool. Like kind of ties into the like fossil museum exhibit that Pokemon did recently, and then I was also bringing to Chicago later next year. So hoping I get images of the Tyrantrum soon, but so far we just have that like mock-up, I guess, of the X-ray of it. Also coming out of Japan, we've got another figure from the Moncolle series. This time we've got Mega Altaria, and this thing is looking fluffy, even though it's hard plastic. It's looking just, I mean, this thing's gigantic anyways in the games, like when you Mega Evolve, but just there's so much fluff around this thing. It looks great. Mega Altaria maybe doesn't always get like the most love, but I love to see it. Here's like the back side of it, just really floofed out, and it's got that tail swooping out from the back. And then if you're a Moncolle fan and you have a lot of these things and you actually like playing with them, there is a new playset that's coming out. This is the Pokeball Expandable Area Adventure playset for Moncolle figures. I'm sure you could really use any figures in here, but the whole thing kind of packs up into this Pokeball shape, which is kind of cool. And then you can take it apart, and it comes with 4 specific zones in there. One for adventure, one for capture, one for battle, and one for care. So I don't know, I just thought that was kind of fun that they have those specific zones in there. It does come with like various accessories as well. Plus you also do get a Pikachu figure with this playset. But overall, I thought this was cool to share. Like it kind of gives me vibes of like the Jazwares sets, but I don't know, something about this I just like a little bit more for some reason. And then this actual playset was shown off at the Tokyo Toy Show that happened recently. So at the toy show, Moncolle had a massive presence, as you can see here. They had tons and tons of figures up there. And then in some of the little showcases, we see that little playset there. But there's also some other like environments. I'm not sure if those maybe will turn into something later. They kind of just look like they're like just like display pieces to put the figures on. They're not actual playsets, but a guy can dream, you know. So there's this other one right here. This one looks like it could be a playset though. That like little battle arena that's going on there in the bottom right. But I also thought it was really cool because on display they had the Mega Ring from Pokemon Horizons, as well as the terrestrial Pokeball, and those are really cool. I might have to, once they release those, I might have to pick those up because those look pretty cool. Also looking really cool, we got new Re-Ment figures. These are my favorites. So this one is the Peaceful Moments figures, and I like this because I don't think we've really had ones with like these big stands like that. I don't know, something about like the shape just feels a little bit new, refreshing for me, but maybe that's just in my head. A lot of cool little foresty Pokemon in here though. We've got Swablu with Pikachu, we've got Squovit and Pachirisu, we've got the Furret in there, we've got Fuecoco chilling with a little bit of a tree there. Hoot Hoot looking great in that stump, as well as a Celebi figure, which might be a good one to pick up if you're a fan. In video game news, I'm not exactly sure if maybe GameStop's pre-orders aren't doing so hot, seeing as they are only offering a DLC item that will later be available to everyone. But they did announce that there's a whole midnight release event happening at GameStops, which I kind of hate. Sounds pretty fun. If you do attend the midnight release though, they will have tote bags available, which I mean is a nice perk, I guess. Still wish we were getting like a figure of some sort, but you know, I guess we'll take it. But they'll start at 9 p.m. on October 15th. That's Pacific Standard Time for my West Coasters, 12 a.m. for East Coasters. But again, I just wish GameStop was having a better pre-order bonus, because this is only available if you attend, it seems like. But then prior to the release, starting at 4 p.m. on local time, they're actually doing a tournament, which interesting, it's a TCG tournament for kids and adults, which is nice, but the winners will get the Mega Evolution ETB, which is pretty cool. It's just interesting that they would do like a TCG event with the launch of a video game. I think it'd be kind of fun if they did like a Scarlet and Violet tournament specifically, but you know, we'll take whatever we can get. But I hate that this is happening, because this is really cool and I want to go to that, but at the same time I want to pre-order elsewhere because they have better pre-order bonuses. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Maybe, it just feels like a little bit of like a last-ditch effort to try to boost sales, but maybe it works. I don't know. Then this past week we got the big reveal of the new Mega Pokemon. We got Mega Hawlucha. I love the way that they did this too, because they kind of advertised this big like match between Hawlucha and Mega Machamp, and honestly, I thought we were also going to get a Mega Machamp. That would have been pretty cool. Not that Kanto needs any more like Mega Pokemon in new forms, but they released a whole video for it. It was really cool, like Machamp and Hawlucha duking it out. Honestly, Hawlucha was doing pretty good, but we had to have the reveal of the Mega form, and honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. I love Hawlucha's kind of a favorite Pokemon of mine, of the many that I have, but Hawlucha basically getting a little bit buffer and getting a different mask and the like chest piece. My only gripe is that in this video, it does kind of have like that gold fleck, like sparkle to it. I think it looks great there, but then in the actual like trailers, like gameplay features of it, when he Mega Evolves, it's just kind of like a flat yellow when you're looking at it, and I don't know, I think that kind of takes away from it. I don't think it looks bad though, like in this image right here. I think it still looks fine, but I think it really would like take it to that next level if it kept that fleck, that like glittery gold effect to those like gold pieces on them. I think that really would have like really topped it off. That would have been a nice touch. So maybe they patch that in later. I don't know. I mean, obviously these are pre-release photos. We still have like a month and a half before release, which is crazy that it's only a month and a half, but you never know. And then registration is open also in Scarlet and Violet for the first Grand Challenge of 2026. Registration for teams opened up last week and runs until September 4th. Battles for the challenge will run from September 5th through the 7th. These are Regulation H teams, and then if you at least finish 3 battles, you'll get 100,000 league points, a gold bottle cap, and an ability patch, so not bad rewards for just trying it out. And honestly, I think I'm gonna try it out. I've been, as I film this, it's Sunday. I don't have a team, so I need to get that together, but I don't know. Every year I watch Worlds and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get into this circuit. I'm trying to learn how to play. I never do it, but I don't know. This year, like the motivation is increasing, so I kind of want to try it. So if you have any teams, tips, tricks, anything like that, put it down in the comments for me. Then also in Scarlet and Violet news, we have beaten Tinglu over 2 million times. These are kind of early numbers. We still got a little bit to go, but always fun to see just how many times we're beating these things. So, I mean, overall, point of the story, we're getting a shiny Tinglu, which I don't think anybody doubted that we would pull off, but we'll be getting that here soon, and then that download should be good until the end of September, which is hopefully plenty of time. And if you've missed any of the ones leading up to this, like the like Wo Chien, the Qian Pao, just hop into your mystery gift, download them. They're free. There's lots of stuff sitting there for you. Like there's extra like Terra shards and stuff. So hop in the mystery gift, go download your stuff. In card news, Mega Evolution already declaring that there's going to be delays on getting product. It seems like also distribution has been a little bit rough with getting to like local card shops as well. It seems like there's going to be split waves at launch in the US, but Pokemon did also put out this announcement saying that there's been some challenges impacting product delivery dates, which that could mean a few different things, I think. But basically, they specifically call out the EMEA market here on their notification, saying that the date will be pushed from September 26th to October 10th. So just a couple extra weeks. As far as we can tell, in the US, the release date will still be September 26th. But speaking of Mega Evolution, whenever we get those cards, the build and battle kits, which are supposed to be for the pre-release events leading up to the release, we did get a look at the promos that will be available in those kits. So we saw these quite a while ago. They were very low quality photos, but here's some higher resolution photos. We've got the Meganium, Inteleon, Alakazam, and Lunatone. They're all looking great. I actually really enjoy that Alakazam, so hopefully I can get my hands on some of these and pick that up. But you let me know your favorite down in the comments, obviously. Then we also got a look at the Fall 2025 Pokeball sets. This time we're going to be getting the Repeat Ball inside this collection, as well as the Pokeball, Premier Ball, Ultra Ball, and Great Ball. But the Repeat Ball, looking great here. They always do a good job with these. I feel like these balls do dent incredibly easy though, so always heads up, good luck to you if you're trying to find them out in the stores. Inside, you're also going to get 3 packs of cards for $15, plus you get these sticker sheets, which have these various Pokemon here. And then according to these product photos, those packs inside will be Surging Sparks, Journey Together, and Destined Rivals. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes these vary, especially depending on the retailer you get them from. So we'll see if this holds true, but kind of nice to kind of get those sets again, because all 3 of those, very hot sets that I know, personally, I still need to go get more of. Then we also got photos of the 2025 Fall Collector's Chest. These are the lunch boxes that come out from time to time. Inside this set, you're obviously going to get the lunchbox, all kind of Mega Evolution themed. It's actually looking pretty good, I think. This box is going to come out on December 5th and cost $30. It's also going to feature 3 foil promos of Ralts, Kirlia, and Riolu. We're also going to get a coin featuring Mega Lucario, sticker sheets, a mini portfolio, a code card for TCG Live, as well as 6 packs of cards. And again, if these images hold true, we're going to have Journey Together, Destined Rivals, and Mega Evolution on the inside. So again, not too bad of a pack there. Then with all of these updates also from a lot of the distributors, also going to be a Mega Charizard X EX Ultra Premium collection coming out. That's supposed to be releasing in November. Don't have any photos of it quite yet. We'll see if we even ever see it in person, because it sounds like it's going to be a really hot item. No pun intended, actually, now that I say that. And then in December, we're also supposed to be getting a Mega Venusaur EX Premium Collection. Again, no photos of that one, but it's fun that we're getting something other than Charizard, which is nice. But those are the only 2 confirmed. I don't know if maybe January we get a Blastoise, but for now, Blastoise, again, is the forgotten child of the Kanto starters. But speaking of Kanto, PokePark Kanto over in Japan, we've got some new images that were released. There was an interview recently also from Junichi Masuda, who was just kind of talking about details about the park and just kind of like what was the inspiration. So he wanted to like put it together a place where people could just come and experience Pokemon and also like live sort of with the Pokemon. So we've got some additional images of how things are kind of coming together. Those blue things in the middle are Pokemon being worked on, because they're like these massive like life-sized figures, statues, I guess is probably the word. It's looking great though. And then here in the back behind that like main stadium area, we also have all of the little shops that will be available to purchase like food and items and stuff. And then there's the forest obviously beyond that, which should also house a lot more of the Pokemon. There's over 600 Pokemon in this park, which is insane. And then Junichi also mentions that throughout the different seasons and events, they'll also be swapping out Pokemon. So basically is like implying that, hey, keep coming back to this park because you never know what you're going to find. But like this Gyarados here is looking gigantic. They're working on painting that dude up. This super exciting. I think it looks great. And then additionally, we have the Tyranitar also getting worked on over here. So kind of fun to see that they're just making these things and like doing it live, like right out there out in the battlefield. They're putting these statues together. And also very excited just to see what else, like what other Pokemon they bring into this, because we've seen quite a few. We've also seen like a Garchomp and stuff out there. But I'd also be very excited to see you on the next video. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. There's also like a hype button down there if you're watching on mobile. So I mean, feel free, touch that button if you are feeling so inclined. Let me know what you've picked up down in the comments recently, or just leave an emoji for engagement. I always appreciate that. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.